Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. I am still Moonfeatherblue, fantasy writer and magical library in human skin. And it is lovely to see you all. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. Slightly different stream today. One I've had sort of brewing on my mind for a little while. Yes, I did want to demonstrate for some reason why I cannot write on my phone. I would like to be able to write on my phone. It would make life much more convenient those times I am stuck under small one too on the couch for hours while he naps. If I could write on my phone, it would be very useful. Alas, alack, all those words that lead to something unfortunate. It is not to be. Which I will demonstrate. Of course, yes, I have a large pile of books next to me. A rather intimidating pile, to be honest. I went along my shelf and just started plucking books that I have either liked for a long time or have read a book in the series recently and did pile them up. I have not counted them. I have not the skill where I can look at a large pile of things and just know how many are in there. That would be a useful skill. I'd like that. But yes, book quotes. I had meant to prepare some in advance just in case my phone decides to be contrary and actually produce readable lines somewhat similar to what they're actually supposed to be. But yes, unfortunately didn't have time to prepare as much as I would have liked. So we will just be flipping through the books at random and choosing quotes and filtering them through my phone. If anyone has any favorite book quotes, feel free to throw them at me as well, and I will feed them through the phone and we'll see what we get. Dearie me. It's a cold night. I think it's the coldest night of the year so far. I have the fireplace going. I just topped it up. So hopefully it will burn all through the stream. And I think I'll still have to remember to turn on the heat pump before I go to bed. Because, yes, it's coldest right around dawn, apparently. Yes, I think it'll reach about 2 degrees Celsius tonight. Yes, pretty cold. Not what I'm used to from where I grew up. Oh dear, I still haven't had very many winters here. Not quite used to them yet, but yes, the fireplace is nice, and I am approaching adept at lighting the fires. Only with firelighters, though. Unfortunately, I cannot do it full on from scratch. Maybe something to try one time. Try to increase that skill, because that would be a useful apocalyptic skill. Because yes, I have been lamenting of late that yes. Post-apocalypse, I'm not a very useful person. There's not much I can do to help. I can cook a little bit, but I doubt my stove will be working. It's an electric stove. Yes, I should probably learn some skills that could potentially be useful during the end days. Yes, I do not want to be the first one to go should the need for cannibalism arise. How did we get on this topic? Let's start. Okay, so I grabbed 5 of the books and plopped them on my desk to start with. And the first one it's approaching a bit of a modern classic now, isn't it? The Hunger Games. I think it counts as a classic, doesn't it? It is very, very widely read. When did I read this the first time? I think I was still living in Japan the first time I read it. Didn't read it as soon as it came out. I'm, never on top of things. Or very, very rarely on top of things. I don't think I'd heard of it until a few years after. Oh dear. Let's have a flick through. Goodness me, its writing is larger than I remember. Oh yes, it's thicker book but with larger print. Oh, where did I land? Okay, I landed right in the middle of Peter's interview. Right in the middle of Peter's interview with, what's his face? Caesar Flickerman, that gentleman. Okay, so how about we go with, well, there is this one girl. I've had a crush on her ever since I can remember, but I'm pretty sure she didn't know I was alive until the reaping. Okay, let me just, where are we? I don't have enough hands for this. This is going to be a little awkward. Okay. So, first book. Hunger Games. By Suzanne Collins. I did spell, it's the right Suzanne, isn't it? With the Z? Yes. Collins. There's the quote. I keep nudging the mic with the book. Hopefully that's not causing anything nasty. Audio-wise, oh no, correct please, Blue. There is this one girl. I've had a crush on her ever since I can remember, but I'm pretty sure she didn't know I was alive until the reaping. Okay. No, this way. Thank you. Phone version. Let's see what happens. Okay, I'm just gonna be... What have I got open on my phone? I'm just in OneNote. Okay. Well, it is this one girl. I've had a crush on her ever since I can remember, but I'm pretty sure she didn't know I was alive until the reaping. Okay. Okay. Phone version. I knocked the mic again. I'm sorry. At least I haven't punched the lamp. So, phone version goes. Week, there is this one girl. One just a crush on her ever since I can transfer. Bit in order sure. She didn't know I was slugger until the testing. I guess it could have been worse. Week, there is this one girl. One just a crush on her ever since I can transfer. Bit in order sure. She didn't know I was slugger until the testing. Well, I'm kind of glad at least the phone isn't being contrary. I was genuinely concerned that it would just play a trick on me and pretend to have half decent autocorrect. Well, maybe it's not the autocorrect. Maybe I'm just terrible at swipe typing. Who knows? Next book. I read this one sometime last year and I did very much enjoy it. This is... Doopy-doopy-doo. Cemetery Boys by Aiden. I keep knocking the microphone. By Aiden Thomas. There's a space there. Sorry, friend. Aiden Thomas. Okay. Let us flick for a quote. Flick for a quote. Flick for a quote. Doopy 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 doo. Oh dear. Sorry, I'm just trying to read the page to find something good. Oh, that's a nice simple one. Just eyes fell on. Julian's jaw went slack, his mouth open wide. That's nice and simple. I know it's, not a very interesting quote, but I suppose I'm not particularly after, earth-shattering quotes, because I'm not going to be writing very many earth-shattering quotes. This is just, you know, Blue would just be writing nice, simple lines. Yeah, so it's not a very good indication of the book. It is a lovely book. I did very much enjoy it. I think I already said that. Okay, let's see if the phone can handle something simpler. Come on, phone. We're cheering for you. We're cheering for you, phone. We're cheering for you. Julian's jaw went slack. His mouth open wide. Close. Pretty close. Juliet, jaw went shank. His mouth open wide. Not too bad, honestly. Not too bad. Oh dear. Dearie me. Down we go, Cemetery Boys. Who do we have next? Ooh, this is Dragon Claw by Kate Forsyth. I read these for the first time in high school, I believe. Oh yes, I liked them very much. I think the main character is called Isabeau, but it took me forever to figure out how to pronounce her name. Isabeau or Isabeau. I think the second time I read the books, pretty sure I was reading the end battle of the last book while I was on a bus to uni, and I was just weeping uncontrollably. Oh dear, but this is the first book. This is the first one. Whereabouts do we want to open? Oh no, this one will be difficult. Okay. The all the dialogue in this is written with a Scottish accent, so I may have to find just something that is not dialogue. Oh dear. No, let's not go in that. That's an unpleasant part. Let's not go there. Oh dear. Oh dear. Where do we find something? It's like, where do we find some words in this book? Boopy doopy doo. Where do we find some words in this book? Okay, well, I've just come across the same line twice after flicking through randomly, so I think that's the one I'm supposed to do. Again, some nice, you know, feels wrong to say normal, but you know, again, nothing earth-shattering, just some lovely prose. What is it? From Monty Python. This is scene 24, which is a smashing scene with some lovely acting. I'm feeling that at the moment. Oh dear. Well, this is what I get for not preparing properly and having some more earth-shattering quotes to play with. We're just flicking through at random. We'll still find perfectly nice things. So this book is Dragon Claw by Kate Forsyth. Lowercase, please. Kate Forsyth. So, the quote. Goodness me, I really do need more hands. I keep knocking the mic. Hopefully I'm not breaking your ears every time I do it. Okay. Okay, trying to balance the book so I can see it while I'm typing and I do not have to hold it open with my wrist. So, on the 5th morning, Isabeau woke before dawn. Though the stars in the sky were so bright, and the light from the setting moon's plural so red that she could see round the clearing quite easily. I can already hear my phone cursing me. Okay, let's give this a go. Come on, phone. We've come pretty close the last few times. You can do this. You can do this. Okay. On the 5th morning, I'm not expecting it to get the name at all. Woke before dawn, though the stars in the sky sky were so bright, yeek, and the light from the setting moons so red that she could see round the clearing quite easily. This is meant to be quite, not quote. Okay. Well, hello, Ashley. Lovely to see you. Lovely to see you. Lurking is very much appreciated. Thank you so much. Yes, lurking helps so much. I love lurkers. I'm usually a lurker when I watch people. Okay, so the phone says on the 5th morning, that's a good start. Isherwood, not too bad. Isherwood, wife before dawn. Yeah. Though starts in the she, so height. She the light from the song, mind so red. The shore, Curtis. Who's Curtis? See round the cheating quite easily. Yes. Oh, dearie me. Yes, I don't have the patience to write on my phone. There's just way too much to correct. And when I'm writing, my mind is going off like a pinball machine. You know, pew, 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 pew. And yes, I just want to get it down. And by the time I go back to try to correct things, I would have forgotten exactly what I wanted. And if I correct as I go, it'll just take so long and I'll get frustrated because if I'm writing something new, I'm just trying to get it all down and get it down. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Next book. Ooh, these books are a little special to me. It's by an Australian author called Michael Pryor. And I did meet the lovely author one time at a convention. And he was very polite and he wore a fine top hat. But I think these ones were his first published books, pretty sure, though, not 100% positive, but pretty sure. And I think they're out of print as well, which is sad, because they are very good books. We ran across them randomly in the school library, and it took a while. To actually find them, because they weren't sold in any bookshops at that time. But, went to enough Lifeline book festivals, and we found them. This one's even signed. To Blue, Loyal Reader, from Michael Pryor. Thank you, Michael Pryor. I like you very much. I'm so sorry I haven't read your more recent things. I keep meaning to. There are so many books I haven't read that I do want to read. Okay, so this is the first book in this series. It's The House of Many Rooms. And this one's actually given me a bit of inspiration for the, does anyone remember Magical Hag Helpline? Story I am working on sort of in the background. Yes, these books have started giving me some inspiration for the setting. Yes, because I do love The House of Many Rooms. And the idea of having a universe that's entirely inside is just, I love it. So I would like to try to do something similar in Magical Hag Helpline, if and when I get to it. Okay, let's find a line. Boopy-doopy-doopy-doo. Boopy-doopy-doopy-doo. Ooh. That's intense. Don't move, said a voice. Keep your hands where I can see them. Oh no, let's go with this one. In this place of endless water, Saul decided the rock probably qualified as an island, if not a continent. Let's go with that one. Please stay in place, book. Here we go. In this place of endless water, Saul decided the rock probably qualified as an island, if not a continent. Oh, please do remember, if anyone has any favorite book quotes, just throw them at me, and I will do those ones as we are going through these. Okay, phone time. Phone time. Come on, phone. We are cheering for you still. Here we are. So, in this place of endless water, it's all decided. The rock probably qualified as an island, if not a continent. Okay, so my phone spat out this. In this place of endless water, good start. Sail decided the truck probably qualified. Qualified. There we go. At an island, be if not a contingent. Oh dear. I'm sorry. I probably didn't think this stream through very well. This stream will probably be more fun if and when I had more lovelies here. But that's okay. We'll just go through. I probably won't do all of these books, although I want to. But we will do some more. Ooh. Oh, I still have one on here. I was already looking for one from the floor, but I still have one of my favorite books in my mind ever, even though I have only read it the once. I liked it so much. I think it had just been such a long time since I'd found a new book that I really, really connected with, and for some reason I really, really connected to this one, despite, it's young adult, and Blue is no longer exactly young adult, as you all know. But I like reading the young adult books. They are, no matter how dark they are, they're still generally a bit more hopeful, and the characters less jaded, and, enthusiastic energy. Anyway, this is Marie Lu's book Legend. Doopy-doo. So, Legend by Marie Lu. Yes, and if there's some here that you haven't read, pretty much all of these books do come with Blue's recommendation. I think there's only 2 in this pile that I haven't read, but I do have them in the pile for very specific reasons. So hopefully I will get to those ones because they're interesting. Okay, so flicking for a quote. Let's find a quote. Ooh. Here we go. Ooh, that's cool. Let's go with this one, the last line of this chapter. So the quote: I have no sympathy for a criminal. I remind myself harshly. Just a score to settle. And these... I'm not expecting my phone to do this, but just so it's accurate to the book. So I have no sympathy for a criminal. I remind myself harshly. Just a score to settle. Very nice. I do like. So, phone version. Legend is, Legends... Ooh, yes, young adult dystopian set in a future United States that's sort of split down the middle, and the western side has become rather North Korea-esque, and the eastern side has become, very, very evilly capitalist. Not as though, capitalism isn't evil now, but ultimate evil capitalist. So yeah, neither side's great. But our main characters are from the western side. Oh dear, great big yawn. Oh, come on, I only started half an hour ago. But it is late. It's always late. It's always late when Blue is here. Okay. I have no sympathy for a criminal. I remind myself just a score to settle. Okay, how did we do? I hereby my sympathy for a criminal. I remind myself just a white to settle. I do the exact same thing every time, don't I? Chuckle then sigh. Chuckle then sigh. Chuckle then sigh. Oh, dearie. Oh, and a yawn's going to be added to that soon. Chuckle and sigh and yawn. Sorry, it's been a bit of a... It feels wrong to say intense week. There's been a lot going on, even though it hasn't been happening directly to me. But yes, adjacent. Okay, now I have to reach down and grab books. Reaching down to grab the books. Let's go here. This is a bit of a precious one. We have Jewel Kingdom, the Ruby Princess Runs Away. And this is probably the book series that actually got me into writing fantasy. When I was 8 or 9? I think I was 9 when I read this. I already wanted to be a writer, but yes, I hadn't sort of settled on a genre yet. I don't think I'd even read that much fantasy at that point. I had a bit of an interest in Babysitter's Club books, I think I've mentioned before, and I wouldn't read anything else. I only read Babysitter's Club books, so it's good that there were, well over 100 of them. I used to have, really big bookshelf, an entire massive shelf just dedicated to these books. I haven't read any for ages. I think I donated all of them because I just wasn't reading them anymore, which is fair, I guess. Did anyone else see the new Netflix adaptation of Babysitter's Club? I really enjoyed that. I wish they'd kept going. I thought it was done beautifully. Anyway, Jewel Kingdom. I would love to see an adaptation of the Jewel Kingdom. It would make me so happy. I know they made a film of the first book a long time ago, but I've never been able to see it. I think it was more sort of a passion project for the author, or authors, technically. It's 2 people, a husband and wife writing team who go by Yana and Malcolm. And I think the wife of the team directed the film. I'm sure it will be cute and I would grin through the whole thing, but a full-on proper adaptation would be great, particularly because they re-released the first 4 books recently-ish, with a bit of an update, and I like them. I think all the changes are improvements, definitely improvements, and the new covers are so cute. I keep hoping they're going to update the rest of the series, but not really holding out too much hope. It would be nice, but Jewel Kingdom, Ruby Princess Runs Away. I think I even wrote to the authors at one point, and they wrote back. It was very nice. And it was even my first fan fiction, because I didn't know fan fiction was a thing then. I thought I was very, very clever, thinking of, writing something else from this world. I was just expanding it, making a whole lot more Jewel Princesses and Jewel Princes. Ah, dear. By Yana. Did I spell that correctly, Yana? I think so. I am staring at it, but I'm still not convincing myself. Yana and Malcolm. Hooray. So, quite quote. The quote. Oh, and the sparkly stickers are still in the front. I don't want to unpeel any of them. Yes, the newer versions came with sparkly stickers, and the old versions all came with really cute necklaces and rings, and I've got the fake jewels still sort of floating around boxes of old precious things. And the super special even came with a lovely bracelet, which I think I gave to a toy dragon to wear as a necklace. But yes, I cannot unpeel these stickers. They will stay here. and continue to sparkle away at the beginning of the book. Oh dear. Let's find a good line. Let's find a good line. Oh no, that's the sneak peek for the next one. Oh, that's cute. Let's go with the last line. Let's go with the last line. It's her vow on becoming a princess. Well, she's already a princess on becoming a ruler. Okay. As the ruler of the Red Mountains. Sorry, I'm leaning beside the mic. Hopefully you can still hear me fine. Oh, I vow to have a keen ear and a kind heart. That I might always be a loving and giving friend. Yay, princess friend. No, stay there, please. Phone version. Come on, phony. We have faith. I'm sure you can get at least one correct. You know, I'm talking to my phone. I'm the one doing the swipe typing, so it's probably a combination of the phone and me. As the ruler of the Red Mountains, I vow to have a keen ear and a kind heart, that I might always be a loving and giving friend. Okay, this is what my phone said. At the Riley of the Feed Mountains, I view to have a keen rest and a kind heart. Heart. That I might, she is, oh dear, be a living and giving friend. Well, I'm glad we're a living friend. Not that I have anything against friends who aren't living, but it's generally more convenient to be living as a friend. Or just in general, it's generally more convenient to be living, as far as I'm aware. Okay. What's next? Okay, how about we do the two that I haven't read so I can explain why they're in the pile. Oh, dear. First of all, I have Sabriel by Garth Nix. I started to read this book so many times throughout school. I think I've read the first couple of chapters 4 or 5 times. And for some reason, despite, you know, the genre and the characters and everything being 100% up my alley, I haven't been able to keep going. I don't think it's because of the content. Maybe something just somehow got in my way every time. But I did make a point of collecting the series because, you know, I've got to read it eventually. Still haven't. But let's keep the quote somewhere near the beginning. Oh, that's pretty. The first gate was a veil of mist with a single dark opening where the river poured into the silence beyond. Isn't that nice? Oh, I haven't written down title and author yet. Sabriel by Garth Nix. Oh, didn't put the by here. Let's just do that just to keep things consistent. So, quote, the first gate was a veil of mist with a single dark opening where the river poured into the silence beyond. Oh, I wonder if I should do another typing stream at one point. It's been a long time since I've done a typing stream, well over a year. But I guess I'm not really 100% used to typing on this keyboard yet. I think it's a little smaller than a full size. Okay, back to the phone. Here we are. So the first gate was a veil of mist with a single dark opening where the river poured into the silence beyond. Okay, this is what the phone said. The The best gate was a very odd must with a single dark opening. Oh, that's not bad. Where the rubber poured into the silence beyond. That's not too bad, is it? The best gate was a very odd must with a single dark opening where the rubber poured into the silence beyond. I think that's the closest we've gotten so far. Down we go, Sabriel. Oh, goodness me. Excuse me. And the other one I haven't read yet. Oh dear. I do very much intend to read it as soon as I am in the right frame of mind. This one's actually was released just earlier this year. It's called Bingsu for Two by Sujin Witherspoon. Have you heard of it? I hope so. Bingsu for Two by Sujin Witherspoon. So, could not quite quote. Yes, on my old accounts, I chatted for a while with Sujin. She is a lovely person. Unfortunately, have fallen out of contact with her, as I tend to accidentally fall out of contact with most people I talk to, which isn't great. But she's absolutely lovely, a ridiculously talented writer, and this is her first book. I implore you, you should read it. I haven't yet. I intend to fully. I have this beautiful hard copy version. I just... You know Blue's difficulties with reading. It'll happen. So I'm just gonna peek. I'm just gonna do this chapter title that I opened on. Okay, this chapter title is... Goodness me. Hacking into my ex-girlfriend's phone, but not in a toxic stalker way, I promise. Goodness me, that's a good chapter title. Phone version. Whoop, come here, phone. Close the book. Ooh, look. There is a... What's it called? The, testimonials. The author testimonial on the front of the book is by Axie O, and she says, Witherspoon is a talent to watch, a standout debut. Hooray, Sujin. Hooray. I'm so sorry I haven't read it yet. I keep meaning to. Okay, let's see how our phone interprets that, though. Doopy-doopy-doopy-doo. Oh no, every time I do doopy-doopy-doo, I get the yawns coming. But I cannot stop the doobies. We must do the doobie-doobie-doos. How else am I going to fill dead air? I could hum, I suppose. Okay, phone version. Hacking into my girlfriend's phone. Oh, not girlfriend, ex-girlfriend's. I'm just going to sneak back and add the X myself. Phone. But not in a toxic stalker way. I promise. Okay, so the phone version is Henning into ex-girlfriend, oh, not just girlfriend, no girlfriends, phone, but not in a toxic Dudley way. I promise. Oh no, they did spell toxic correctly. We'll give them that. And I'll just be kind to it and put that in there. Henning into ex-girlfriend's phone, but not in a toxic Dudley way, I promise. Well, the sigh came before the chuckle there. I'm not, 100% predictable. Okay, which book next? Let's go with here. Come to me. Iron Widow. I enjoyed this so much the first time I read it. I've still only read it the once. I read the sequel not too long ago. And it was such a satisfying read. Iron Widow. I think it's the first time I've read full-on mecha fights in books, which is something I would love to give a go at one point. You know, I'm going all in magical boys at the moment, but I would love to try to do mecha fights. Do mecha fights in novels. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Still flicking. Flicking, 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 flicking. Oh no. Yawning, 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 yawning. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm just trying to find something a bit more epic. Need to find more epic lines. Where is our fight? Where is our fight? Oh, goodness me, there's a particular part I want to find, but I can't remember exactly where it is. I just can't remember. I should stop looking for it and just find a line. Oh god, sorry. That just sounds... It's not an epic line, but it definitely caught my attention. The Emperor crawls backwards on its spider-like legs. It's not a person emperor, but still. Yeah. Imagery. The imagery. Oh wait, here we go. Iron Widow by Zira. I've worked it out, sorry. I ran into a microphone issue, but just figured it out. Let's get back to it. I'm so sorry about that. There we go. Well, I just gave myself a little panic there. Yes, I really need more space here. I just knocked something with my elbow and everything briefly fell apart. Where is that quote? Here it is. The Emperor crawls backwards on its spider-like legs. For pony phone version. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, working now. No need to keep feeling panicked. Blue is not panicked at all. Look how not panicked Blue is. It was such a simple fix too. My mind just went completely blank. And I was just sort of staring at the screen when it happened and just, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Yeah, I should have gone to the Be Right Back screen way sooner. The Emperor crawls backwards on its spider-like legs. Come on, phone. It just feels like you're not even trying. The remote crawls backwards on its sorry-like legs. I really do feel like it's not trying. It'll take me a while to get all these books back on the shelves. Didn't really think about that. I'm definitely going to have to do it otherwise. Yeah, Small 1-2's not quite crawling yet, but he still manages to be quite mobile. He sort of, you know, not quite army crawl, but definitely pivots and maneuvers himself on his arms and then rolls the rest of the way. He's a roller. What do we have next? Ooh, I like this. I like all of them, but I enjoyed this one so much. I should read the series again more slowly because when I'm enjoying a book, I just tend to rip through. This one is called... Also, I just love the titles of this series. The Boy with the Porcelain Blade by Dan Patrick. Quite quote. I'd never read anything quite like this before. Definitely high fantasy like. But I don't know. There's probably a really simple way to describe it. It's just not coming to mind. Yes, the testimonial says stylish, witty, and charmingly dark. Sorry, can't say much more except yes, did enjoy, do recommend. I'm terrible at writing reviews. I've told you this before. Okay. Oh dear. Where can we find something more epic? Oh, that's just icky. I'll have to use it now, though. Icky, icky, icky. Slightly gory. There's a book called The Boy with the Porcelain Blade. Yes, there's going to be some gore. Please, book, stay open so I can type. Please stay open so I can type. There we go. There we go. So... Stop doing that to me. The corpse shuddered slightly and lay still except for the viscous throb of fluid jetting out of the neck. Yeah. Little bit icky. Just a little bit icky. Phone version. How gory can you be, phone? You gonna make this more or less gory? Somehow I think less, but I did mention at one point that I tried to type something totally innocent one time, and it wound up being something that could possibly get a person arrested. So, let's see what this does. The corpse shuddered slightly and lay still, except for the viscous throb of fluid jetting out of the neck. Okay. My phone says the courier... What is courier? What is that? The courier suffered slightly and lost still, except for the biscuits through his fluid needing out of the neck. Phone. Phone. Phone why? Phone why? Sorry, thought I heard a small one for a second, but can't anymore. Phone why? Oh dear me. Maybe just do a few more. still have a large pile, but what to do next? Oh, let's go for that one. Come here. Come here. Yeah. Along with Legend, I'd probably count this as one of my favorite books, or favorite series, Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. Let's get that in there. I can't even type. Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. Yeah, I think I've read this twice, technically 3 times. I think I've read it twice and I've listened to the audiobook once. That's just the first book. I don't think I've gone as far with the rest of the series. I've read them both at least twice. Because yes, the first time just ripped through. And almost immediately I think I have to read them again, more slowly. Oh yes, main girl in this is actually called Blue. Where are we? Looking for a quote. Where is a quote? Yeah. Sorry. I really want to find a good one. I should have prepared more. Oh. Well, yeah, that'll do. First line of chapter 24. Chapter 24 is a lovely chapter with some smashing writing. As Adam had warned, it had not taken 2 seconds to explore the raven cut into the ground, follow the creek into the woods, watch the fish change colors, discover a hallucinatory tree, and return to Helen. I'll just add the next line as well. According to Gansey's watch, it had taken 7 minutes. Yes. These woods mess with time. I love these books. Please read them if you haven't. Phone version. I think they were... It's a few years ago now. They were going to get a TV adaptation. I know we have to be cautious with such things, but I was very, very much looking forward to it. And it was cancelled. Very sad. I suppose there's a possibility of it being revived at one point. I mean... I think Legend's being made into something. I think Iron Widow's being made into something. Come on, people. Do the Raven voice. It's one of those more sort of quiet and strange stories. And it's got its moments of action, but in general it's quiet and strange and compelling. But there's so many books I haven't read yet that I need to read. I just want to keep rereading the ones that I like. As Adam had warned, it had not taken 2 seconds to explore the raven cut into the ground, follow the creek into the woods, watch the fish change colors, discover a, oh dear, hallucinatory. I'm just being mean to you, phone, right now, aren't I? Hallucinatory tree, and return to Helen. According to Gansey's watch, it had taken 7 minutes. Okay. The phone says, as again had warned, it had not taken 2 seconds, that's not bad, to explore the tavern. We're exploring the tavern. Cut into the ground. Follow the creek into the woods. There we go, that's fine. Watch the fish change colours. We're going well. We're going very well. Discharge a Hannibal's tree. Fell off there. And return to Helen. Oh, climbed back on. According to Henry's watch. Henry's not in this book. He doesn't come until later. Henry's watch is taken 7 minutes. Some ups, some downs. Oh, dearie me. How many more should we do? Does anyone have any quotes they'd like me to run through the gauntlet of my phone? Just throw them in comments if you've got anything I'd like to try. If you've got anything I'd like to try. I suppose you might just know. You may just know whether I'd like to try something. What shall we do? What shall we do? We shall yawn. That's what we shall do. Oh, come here. Come here. Oh. Legendborn. Legendborn. Chair. What are you doing, chair? My chair is caught. There we go. There we go. No, still caught. Come on, chair. Don't do this to me. Yes, probably just do. Unless anyone's got any quotes for me, I'll just do maybe 3 more. And then call it a stream, perhaps. 3 more and then call it a stream. Ooh, I suppose another option, if there's anyone watching the VOD who wasn't able to be here, if you've got any quotes you'd like me to run through my phone, pop them in the comments and I'll reply with what my phone says. Okay, we have here Legendborn by Tracy Dion. This is a book I saw floating around a few years ago as being highly recommended, so I did obtain it, and I did very much enjoy it. I think my only problem is the font is so small in my copy. It was a little bit difficult to read just because of the size of the font. But this has to be my, well, besides Monty Python and the Holy Grail, my favorite use of the Arthur legend. How many times have I said I very much enjoyed it? Not all of my speech is scripted, I promise. Just some of it. Yeah. I can't help it, sorry. It's just the way I'm built, it seems. Let's flick through for a quote. Oh, I've gotten the 3rd book in this series recently. Have not read it yet. It's a different size to the other 2, which puts me out a little bit. But there's quite a few series I've got that inexplicably have different sizes. But, shouldn't complain. It's the text. I like series to look the same on my shelf. And it has been happening not often of late. Let's find a quote. Ooh. Let's find a quote. Ooh. Sorry, shouldn't be reading. Why am I reading? I'm looking for a quote. Stop reading. I want to find something not too particular. Still like to find a line that's a bit more epic in one of the books. Even just one. Something poignant. You should look up most poignant lines in these books. Someone make lists of things like that. Most poignant lines in popular books. Well, I suppose there's Goodreads would have favorite quotes, I guess. That might have been a more intelligent thing to do. Look up all the books on Goodreads and find favorite quotes. Well, that's Welsh. I'm not gonna give my phone Welsh. That's just unkind. So, flicking forwards and back. Why is this taking so long? I've opened on this page already. How? Oh, there we go. There we go. Nothing, poignant. Something more explanatory, but it's interesting. Interesting. So, if the heir has no child, power flows to their sibling, then their siblings' kids. And even then, whoever is in line must be... what have I done? I'm no better than my phone, am I? Must be eligible. Eligible. Let's just go with that. Oh dear. This stack of used books beside me is teetering rather precariously. I'm sure you'll hear it if it falls over. Doobie-doobie-doobie-doo. Phone. Let's go. If the heir has no child, power flows to their sibling. It's kind of cool, isn't it, the idea of magic being passed in the same style as a monarchy. Then their siblings' kids. And even then, whoever is in line must be eligible. I was thinking about monarchies. In my high fantasy story, that's, probably not first in line for what comes after main magical project. Because it's another fairly large one, so it's probably a few along. Try to get a few shorter projects done first. But there was just a normal monarchy in there, but I've been wondering recently whether to make it sort of more an elected monarchy, sort of more along the lines of the Vatican, but you can only elect from, the highest of noble families sort of thing. And it's just been this family, the heirs of this family have been elected for 100 or so years. That might be a fun way to do it. Just, making things a bit different. It's still a monarchy, and we still have to overthrow it, clearly, but slightly different monarchy. The phone version. If the hear just no child be pretty tired to their sibling, then their siblings' kids. And even then, either is in like must be eligible. At least we got eligible. Okay, how many more? Probably just a few. 2 more? I'd said 3 before Legend Born, didn't I? But I've still got... How many more do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, let's not do 13 more. Let's do 2 more. Let's do 2 more. I've got Lord of the Rings and the Scions of Shannara sitting there, but I might leave those. I love the Shannara books so much. I still haven't read all of them because he kept writing them after I'd sort of caught up, and I didn't stay up to date because you know me. But I spent ages going to secondhand bookshops and looking online just to get all of the books in this series because it is huge. And I think there's still at least two series at the end that I'm missing. And I haven't read the third last series yet, although I've got it. I think I'm just going to have to wait till I acquire all of them and then just start at the very beginning. I think I've read the very, very first one, but I haven't read through all of them in order because it's one of those series where the first book is now right in the middle of the series. They're by Terry Brooks. I've kind of got a feeling if I read them now, I might start getting annoyed because it's the very flowery, beautiful fantasy prose, and And the way I write now is not like that. And I don't think I wouldn't be able to appreciate it anymore. I've got a feeling I may get frustrated with it. I'll probably even get frustrated with The Lord of the Rings when I read it again. Like, you could say this so much more simply. I know it's pretty. We can still be concise and make some things pretty. Not everything has to be pretty. Sometimes we just got to move. Oh dear. Let's do Open New Twin. Open New Twin by Isabel Carmody. This is another series I haven't finished. I've read the first 4. I read them in school. Most of these books I read in high school. Because in high school I didn't have a problem with reading, because I wasn't trying to write anything properly. I was just coming up with stories in my head and wasn't letting myself write them down, saying I will get time in the future when I can write them down. But guess what? It took a really long time, and yeah, that didn't work. Never do that. If you want to write, just write. Don't wait. Don't wait and tell yourself you've got other things that are more important to do. If you love it, it is important. Make the time. Find the time, even if it's just a little bit one day, you get a bit more another day. Just, if you love it, please don't wait. Just do it. This is the plea from Blue, who did not do that. So, yes, I've only read the first 4. I didn't realize at the time that it was, she just hadn't written the next ones yet. This series, I think, was written over 30 years. But when I read it, I thought it was a quartet. And I was mortified when I reached the end. Like, how can we end here? It did not end there. And I have all of them as ebooks now, but I haven't attempted them yet. I need to read more. I love to read. Why can't I read? It's not true that I can't. I've read a few books this year. Except it's already mid-May. Open New Twin by Isabel Carmody. No. Quote. I think I got this one signed too. Yes. To Blue, welcome to my world, Isabel Carmody. Thank you, Isabel Carmody. Boopy doopy doo. Ha ba da ba da da ba da da ba da ba da 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 ba da. Ooh, that's cool. Again, not poignant, but cool. Is it impossible to find a poignant line while flipping through books? Imagine not impossible, just very unlikely. Because how many lines, I need it as a percentage now, how many lines in a book would qualify as someone's favourite quote due to their poignancy or other reasons? I want the statistics on that now. Someone give me some statistics. What is the percentage of poignant lines in a novel or in all novels? How do we even do that? What would we count as poignant lines? I suppose it's just the ones that people say are their favorite quotes. How would we do a study on this? We find a certain number of people who have read the book in, recent past, and get them to supply their 5 favorite quotes, I guess, and then study along that. Maybe we should do a study like that one time. We pick a book and try to do that, but we'd have to do it for a lot of different books to find any sort of overall statistic for that. Oh dear, here's the line. Then I heard a strange keening noise, a grinding sound like metal against metal, only more musical. There was a note in the noise, not unlike a scream. I like it. Phone version. Come on, phone. This is the penultimate quote. Can you do it? Can you do it? I think we all know the answer. Then I heard a strange keening noise, a grinding sound like metal against metal, only more musical. There was a note in the noise, not unlike a scream. Okay, phone. How'd we do? Then I heard a strange kerning nose, a grinding she-like metal against. They did spell against correctly. I can't do that to the phone. We have to be fair here. Against metal. Only, throw the comma in there, only more musical. There was a bit in the nose. Oh dear, what's in our nose? There was a bit in the nose, not unlike a scream. There was a bit in the nose, not unlike a scream. Oh goodness, what's in our nose that's screaming? Okay, what's our last book? We've got Maya and the Rising Dawn, 1,000 Pieces of You, Wall, Night Circus, Stars and Smoke. Did I say The Wind Singer yet? And the Scatterlings, that's by Isabel Carmody as well, so probably won't use that one. Did I say The Martian? Oh dear. Oh, I've also got 61 Nails by Mike Shevden. It's a random series I came across. It was good. I think I didn't entirely mesh with how the series ended. Maybe I should look up and see if that one's got any more in it now too, given I seem to have very poor perception of when book series finish, as we have just learned. Learned. The Wind Singer on Night Circus. Let's go with The Wind Singer on Night Circus. Give me a second. Wind Singer. This is another one found on the shelf of the school library and gathered at secondhand bookshops and such. The Wind Singer. Ooh, yes, this is the book with the old children. They opened on an old child book. Book, page, and into the pool of light one by one stepped other children, some white-haired like himself, some bald or prematurely aged. Here we go. Let's go with that one. Please stay open, book. Oh wait, I haven't book titled and authored yet. Let's do that first. Here we are. We have The Wind Singer by William Nicholson. Aha! Did I just break your ears? I full on hit the mic. There was no malice behind it, only awkwardness. No malice, only awkwardness. Blue is so very awkward. Less malicious most of the time, except when she's writing, but awkward definitely. Every moment of Blue is another expression of awkwardness. And into the pool of light, one by one, stepped other children. Some white-haired like himself, some bald, all prematurely aged. Phone version. It's the last one, phone. The only chance you have to redeem yourself. Sorry, I should have more faith, more hope, but we know it's not going to happen. What is your version of this, phone? Phone. Here we go. And into the pool of light, one by one, stepped other children, some white-haired like himself, some bald, all prematurely aged. Oh, goodness me, phone. Yep. Needless to say, it did not succeed. It has not succeeded once. And into the pool of lunch, one by one. I'll just add the commas. I won't expect the phone to get the punctuation correct. One by one. Started other children. Some enjoyed haired like history. Since battle, ask ornately, agree. Yes. So, needless to say, I do not write on my phone. I did try. What is it? My first 2 short stories that I've released on this channel. Here There Be Dragons and One Final Cross. I'm pretty sure I wrote the originals of those on my phone while sitting in one of Small One's extracurricular. I was sitting at the back of one of her extracurricular classes and managed to write those 2 there, but in general, it just does not work. Does not work. For anyone who missed the beginning, let's just go over some of these beautiful phone version quotes that we've gotten. So, from the Hunger Games, we had Suzanne Collins. Well, there is this one girl. I've had a crush on her ever since I can remember, but I'm pretty sure she didn't know I was alive until the reaping. And I will attempt to read each version as fluidly as though we're doing an audiobook. Let's go. Weak, there is this one girl. One just a crush on her ever since I can transfer. Bit in Autocorrect she didn't know I was slugger until the testing. I did it again. The chuckle and the sigh. The chuckle and the sigh. The chuckle and the sigh. It sounds like the bad name of a book. The chuckle and the sigh. Or a rock album. I'm thinking Joker and the Thief. Song by Wolfmother. I like Joker and the Thief. What was their biggest hit? I can't remember. What's the name of their biggest hit? Was it Woman? I know that was a hit. What was Wolfmother's biggest hit? Sorry, I've got to look this up now. Wolfmother's biggest hit. Woman's there, Joker and the Thief. Well, I'm sure Woman's not the one I'm thinking of. Which one came highest in the Hottest 100? This is driving me nuts. Driving me nuts. Okay, I'm sure it's on its first album. Why am I looking this up now? Wolfmother's first album. Give me the list of songs. Which is the one I'm talking... I'm sure there's a song in here that came like 6 in the Hottest 100. Sorry, Hottest 100 is a countdown in January on one of Australia's music radio stations. Please just give me the track list. Give me the track list. Is it Mind's Eye? Okay. Sorry, I've got to look this up now. Mind's Eye. Hottest 100. Yes, it came 6th. Okay, that's the one I was thinking of. That's the one I thought was their biggest hit. But I like Joker and the Thief best. I think that came 9th. I think that album... I'm not sure if it still holds the record, but at the time it was the album with the most songs in that countdown. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. No one not Australian will understand what I'm talking about there. Let's have a look. Cemetery Boys by Aidan Thomas. The quote is, Julian's jaw went slack, his mouth wide open. My phone said, Juliet jaw went shank, his mouth open wide. There we go. I said wide open, didn't I? Move them around. Dragon Claw. So, actual quote, on the fifth morning, Isabeau woke before dawn, though the stars in the sky were so bright and the light from the setting moon so red she could see around the clearing quite easily. On the fifth morning, Isherwood wife before dawn, those starts in the she-e so height. She the light from the song mind so red the sure courtesy round the cheating quite easily. It's hard to read that fluidly, isn't it? So, the house of many rooms. In this place of endless water, Saul decided the rock probably qualified as an island, if not a continent. The phone's versions. In this place of endless water, Sail decided the truck probably qualified at an island, be if not a contingent. Oh, I really liked this one from Legend. I have no sympathy for a criminal, I remind myself harshly, just a score to settle. The phone said, I hereby my sympathy for a criminal, I remind myself, just a white to settle. Oh, and the Ruby Princess runs away. As the ruler of the Red Mountains, I vow to have a keen ear and a kind heart, that I might always be a loving and giving friend. And the phone said, the Riley of the Feed Mountains, I view to have a keen rest and a kind heart, that I might shears be a living and giving friend. Sabriel, the first gate was a veil of mist, with a single dark opening, where the river poured into the silence beyond. And the phone said, the best gate was a very odd must, with a single dark opening, where the rubber poured into the silence beyond. Rubber pouring. That gives some interesting imagery, doesn't it? I'm reminded of the pitch drop experiment. Does anyone know about the pitch drop experiment? You should look it up. It's very cool. I think it's the longest running experiment in the world. Pitch is fluid at room temperature, you know. And we have Bingsu for 2. And the quote is actually a chapter title. Hacking into my ex-girlfriend's phone, but not in a toxic stalker way, I promise. The phone version is henning into an ex-girlfriend's phone, but not in a toxic Dudley way, I promise. Who is a toxic Dudley? Why are you here, toxic Dudley? Iron Widow. The Emperor crawls backwards on its spider-like legs. The remote crawls backwards on its sorry-like lets. This one was so short, I'm sure the phone could have done better with that. The boy with the porcelain blade. The corpse shuddered slightly and lay still, except for the viscous throb of fluid jetting out of the neck. Yes, the gory one. The gory one. The Kyrie suffered slightly and lost still, except for the biscuits. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh. Biscuits. The Kyrie suffered slightly and lost still, except for the biscuits, through its fluid needing out of the neck. 10 minutes break so I can finally turn the sound on. Hello, I'm just reading through all of them until... Reading through them and then going to be finishing up. I do have more books down here, but... yeah, I thought I should probably call it. We have biscuits in fluid in a neck. Lovely. So the Raven Boys. As Adam had warned, it had not taken 2 seconds to explore the raven cut into the ground, follow the creek into the woods, watch the fish change colours, discover a hallucinatory tree, and return to Helen. According to Gansey's watch, it had taken 7 minutes. And the phone said, as again had warned, it had not taken 2 seconds to explore the tavern cut into the ground, follow the creek into the woods, watch the fish change colours, discharge a Hannibal's tree, and return to Helen. According to Henry's watch, it has taken 7 minutes. That's okay, but I have to admit I like the idea. Will it be revisited? I would like to revisit it, but I think I'll have to wait until Blue has a slightly larger following. It would be more fun. It would be more fun to have people throwing quotes at me, as opposed to me sort of juggling the books, trying to find them. I suppose it could have been better if I'd been able to prepare more and find, very poignant. I keep saying the word poignant. Those sort of quotes, as opposed to just flipping through the book and picking random lines. But yes, maybe, yes, revisit once once there's a bit more of a following to have some fun with. Okay. We have Legend Born. So the quote is, if the heir has no child, power flows to their sibling, then their siblings' kids, and even then whoever is in line must be eligible. And the phone said, if they're here, just no child. V pretty tired to their sibling, then their siblings' kids, and even then, either is in like must be eligible. I was still just impressed that the phone managed to say eligible. We had Obenue Twin. And the quote is, then I heard a strange keening noise, a grinding sound like metal against metal, only more musical. There was a note in the noise, not unlike a scream. And the phone version, then I heard a strange kerning nose, a grinding she like metal against metal, only more musical. There was a bit in the nose, not unlike a scream. Stop giggling. I'm supposed to be reading this straight. Blue can read straight. Watch me. And we have the Wind Singer as the last one. Oh no, a yawn. Blue is tired. I wish you could see Blue not tired, but yes, again, this is the only time can stream at the moment. So the quote is, and into the pool of light, one by one, stepped other children, some white-haired like himself, some bald, all prematurely aged. And the phone said, and into the pool of lunch, one by one, started other children, some enjoyed haired like history, since battle, ask ornately agree. It's got to be one of the worst ones, doesn't it? The pool of lunch. The pool of lunch. What is in the pool of lunch? My immediate thought is jelly. Goodness me, it'd be like swimming through plasma. Ugh, that's unpleasant. There's something a bit like that in my dystopian story, which I haven't written yet. Yes, actually my dystopian story, which I've written more than 100,000 words for, which I haven't written yet, because I'm scrapping all of it, because it's terrible. Some things I've written lots and lots on, and I plan to, use most of it. This isn't one of them. It's all getting scrapped. I'm not even going to look at it when I try to write it. Oh dear. I'd rewritten a tiny bit of it, but just the first few chapters, and I like those. They still need to be revised so it sounds like how I write now, but in general, I like it. I like it a lot. Oh no. Excuse me, I should have ordered a yawning face for Blue, shouldn't I? Given it happens constantly. Let us jump. Oh, over here. Let's go here. Bit bigger. Hello, I am Blue. I am Blue. Oh dear. And we finally have all of the comments up. Sorry, and we finally have the comments going up to the top. Yay! Yay! Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. I had been thinking about doing this stream for quite a long time. So yes, I definitely do want to revisit one time. Yes, and we can possibly do it another way. Another way when we do revisit, we can ask people to pop favorite book quotes in Discord maybe, or in the comment section of the video prior, or something like that. And so I'll have a list of them ready to go. That would be nice. But yes, I think this sort of stream is a lot more suited to having a few more lovelies having some fun with us. So yes, let's hope that Blue does somehow grow a little bit in the nearish future. We'll see. We're still very, very close to 200. Still very, very close to 200. So again, if you know anyone who might enjoy Blue streams or Blue stories, or who might just enjoy chatting with you in the chat while watching Blue stuff, please let them know. Please let them know that Blue would love to have them. Everyone is so welcome. You're welcome in the chat. You're welcome in the Discord. It's so lovely to talk to all of you and share stream time, and read with you and write with you and play silly games like this one. I wrote down some ideas for some world-building games to try one time as well. Though I'm thinking next week we return to our Dark Academia story and do a bit more world-building on that one. Well, I'll show you the notes that I've come up with, because I think I did figure out the reason for wanting to lift a drawing into existence. And anyone who did not go to that stream has no idea what I'm talking about. But you're still so welcome next week as we continue trying to plan that story. Dearie me. Dearie me. I do have a few more short stories completed at the moment. I haven't made the videos yet because I'm waiting for some feedback. But hopefully once I get that, it won't take too long to polish them and pull the videos together. Oh no, have to cough, excuse me. I have not had a single sip of water all stream, how silly. Here we go. Water. Yes. And I've got a few other ideas, and a few other half-written things, and a few more fully written things, or fully written 10 years ago, that I need to bring up to Blue's current speed. I did finish up bringing the quest one, which we started revising together. I thought, considering I only got a few paragraphs in doing it while streaming, I should probably just give it a go myself. And that may be the way we do it if I try to edit any more like that on stream. But yes, Blue really does have to start practicing writing on stream, not just revising, not just planning, although I love the planning on stream so much. I just get so much adrenaline. How many times have I said it now? Planning stories is just about my favorite thing to do, which is probably why I have so many unwritten ones. Oh dear, Blue can live in hope that she will not perish before she finishes her novel backlog. Oh dear, stretchy, yawny. It's just gone 12:30. Now our streams have been reaching 2 hours or more lately, but maybe it's a good idea I'm calling it now. I can try to get a little bit more sleep. A bit more sleep would be lovely. Oh dear, and I've completely forgotten what we've just been talking about. Stories, of course we were talking about stories. That's all Blue talks about. Oh well. Oh yes, I had an idea for another short story, a few ideas for more short stories, but I had another idea for a short story. The working title is My Saviour the Accordion. Shall I leave it to your imagination as to what it's about? Considering Blue writes speculative fiction. I'll give one hint. It's not a musical instrument accordion. Have you figured it out? Do you know what the accordion is? Do you know what the accordion is? The accordion's totally a person who kind of is turned into an accordion. As in, the body is an accordion. Can stretch really long and thin and bunch up really short and wide. And he makes a slightly accordion sound as well. Like an accordion, but more fleshy. Kind of more about, him finding the upside. It's not even from his point of view. It's from someone else's point of view. The one who's, says, my saviour is the accordion. So hopefully I'll be able to write that one at one point. I also had an idea for one working title, That Day I Almost Floated Away, which is vaguely based on real life. And, was there another one? What's the other ideas I had? I had ideas of, either ghosts or people in the afterlife sort of sitting together placing bets on whose descendants will become chosen ones or, become important. I'm not sure I'll actually go anywhere with that, but I thought it was a funny idea. If anyone else wants to go somewhere with it, go for it. And link me when you do. Oh, random thing related to that. I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to be taking all the written versions of my short stories down. I think I'm not wholly comfortable with having them up anywhere now, what with all the AI scraping going on all over the internet. I want to take them down, and I'll just and I was thinking about still leaving them on Tumblr, but then, you know, Tumblr's probably getting scraped as well. So yeah, we'll just have them as the audiobooks, and when I release enough of the short stories, I may do an ebook compilation. May do an ebook compilation, possibly hardcover as well. Hardcover, hardback, hard copy. That's the one I want. Physical media. We can make physical media. 'Cause, yeah, I was looking at draft to digital stuff, and that's doable. Just have to figure out a few other things. But let's build up our backlog of audiobook short stories first. I'm also wondering whether to do entirely new videos for the 4 I've got up now, and unlist those ones. Just because I'm going as Moonfeatherblue now. And also, I think I screwed up the recording for them. It's not as good as it could be. So I'm wondering whether I should just redo them while I'm working on the new ones as well. We shall see. We shall see. Anyway, we should finish up now. So, thank you again so much for coming. We will see you next week when we should be working on the Dark Academia story again, as I said. And, oh dear, how am I going to sing? I was about to cough. We can do it. Wherever you are in the world. Good night to you, good evening, good afternoon, good morning. And I hope the rest of your day is absolutely lovely. Because that's what you deserve. That's what you deserve. Thank you so much again. I shall mute the background music because I do not want to sing over the background music. Where's my lyrics? Here they are. I've been remembering to open them in advance lately. I almost did advance. I think I normally say advance. Advance. I do use both. I think advance is a bit more natural for me, though. Oh, for the money that here I had, I have spent it in good company. Oh, and all the harm I've ever done, alas, oh dear, there we go. It was to none but me. And all I've done for want of wit, to memory now I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night, and joy be to you all. Until next time, bye-bye. Bye-bye.